Hi, this is Cathy for TransPerson, and this week we have the topic of have you ever been, as a trans person, or in my case, a trans woman, placed in a situation where you felt totally inadequate for the situation you were in? And the second part of the question is, how did you handle that situation? The minute I read this question, an incident came into my mind that happened about a week ago. I had a tree that went down across the back part of my property. I took my chainsaw and went down and cut the tree in such a way that I could roll it out of the road into pieces that I could handle. And as I was down there, it began to get dark because I had started down there after work because I needed the road open. Well, it got dark, and as I was finishing rolling the last log out of the middle of the road and ready to pick up my chainsaw and put it back in my truck and head up to the house, a pair of headlights came down from my back gate and headed right straight toward where I was. I did not have my handgun with me, which I usually carry, and I felt very alone and very deserted down there. I was worried that whoever was in that truck would come down and do bodily damage to me. The truck kept coming. I stood there in the middle of the road. All of a sudden, he rolled his window down and he said, "Who are you and what are you doing down here?" And I looked at him and I said, "I own this property. I am clearing a log off my road, and I would appreciate it if you leave." He looked at me and said, "I have purchased the place up on the hill, and I wanted to know who was down here using a chainsaw." And I said, "I was clearing my road with my chainsaw on my property. I apologize if it disturbed you." And he said, "Well, I just wanted to introduce myself." And I felt very, very uncomfortable at the looks I was getting from him. I finally said, "Well, would you please just leave my property?" He made a very nasty remark to me about how I had treated him, spun the truck around, and went back up out the gate. I then had to go up and close the gate behind him, and I was very uneasy and very unhappy about the situation. Well, that's my take on this week's question. If you have a comment, please leave it in the box below. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. And we will see you again next week. Bye.